John with Joyland Roofing here, and I'm sharing some of our negative reviews that we have online, which is not really fun, but it is something that I want to do because one of the big values we have here is transparency. We want to be the same inside as we are outside. We want to be the same when we're with customers as when we're not with them, and we want people to know who we actually are and that we do care about customer experience. So there's a couple here that I want to go over and just kind of discuss, what went wrong and what we could have done better. And so let's dive in. This one was a while ago, but I still wanted to touch on it. So she wrote, they texted me that they weren't able to make it and wanted to reschedule. This was for a repair diagnosis, a leak diagnosis. Then she writes, they told me they would call me the following week to reschedule and never did. So I jumped into the customer file here to find out what happened, and that is exactly what happened. Unfortunately, our repair tech couldn't make it the day that was planned, and so they texted to reschedule, and he was going to then call her the following week to get that done, because I think this was on a Saturday. He forgot to set a task for himself, which we should do right away, so that we don't forget. And so because he didn't set a task for himself the following week, he forgot about it, and she had to reach out to us and get it started again, which she did, thankfully, and was gracious enough to give us a second chance, and we were able to go out and diagnose the problem for her. But stuff like this is like, oh man, we just got to get a little better at setting tasks and making sure we're pushing things forward. So my company bought Ronafa windows and doors about a year ago. So this review happened before it was a Joyland company. But regardless, it's something great to talk about, and it's a simple 1-star. And she says, I put on a request for an estimate, I'm guessing on their website, and never heard back. And unfortunately, that's all too common in the home improvement industry. We try hard here, and since we've taken over the Ronafa, now Joyland windows and doors, we've changed a lot of those processes. Our goal here is to respond to any customer request within 10 minutes if it's during a business day. Obviously on weekends, we're not going to be there, but if it's during a work day, we want to get on the request right away, because we know the customer is waiting to hear from us. They're, as soon as you submit a form, you're like, okay, now I want to hear from them. Like, what are the next steps? We want to try to cut down on that angst by just getting back in touch within a very short period of time. And so those are the process changes we've made, so that whenever anybody does submit something to us online, as far as a request goes, within 10 minutes, that's our goal. Actually, this is somebody who called in and wanted a repair quote for their house roof, which we went out to look at and found that the house roof was too far gone to get it repaired. But this person was pretty adamant that they wanted a repair quote. They said that insurance company had stated that a repair quote was necessary, and we just weren't comfortable providing a repair quote. Sometimes roofs are too far gone, and it's like, no matter how we try to repair it, we feel like there's too much liability on our part, and really not in the best interest of the customer to do another repair because we're afraid it's going to leak again. We informed them that we were not able to provide a repair quote, but we could do a full replacement quote, which they were unhappy about, and so left us this review. I understand it. Sometimes it's hard to communicate that. Sometimes it's hard to understand why I can't just get what I tell you I want. But as a professional roofing company, our responsibility is, yes, to provide our customers what they want whenever possible, but not by compromising our values or quality, or compromising their roof for the future. And that was the case here. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out. We get them occasionally, although we do have a dedicated repair department, and we love doing roof repairs whenever possible. It just wasn't possible or feasible or the right thing to do in this case. So there you go, some negative reviews. Again, not super fun, but it's real, it's reality, and our goal here is to really get better every day. We train, we take seminars, we improve processes, and you've probably heard of the 1% better every day. That's really how we try to operate here. We can't just go and erase these bad reviews. We can't just forget that we've done something wrong in the past. But what we can do is learn from our mistakes and get better and improve our processes as we go along. And so as we move forward into the future, I have the confidence that we can serve our customers better and better and better, not because we're perfect, but because we are improving day after day and making those fine tweaks to our processes so that our customers can get a better experience.